And you usually take them from the, oh, I put a lot in here. Take them from the cap.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're the energy of the plant. So they're just a little pellet. You want that on your hand, or
Yeah.
we'll just throw it away then. We don't want to put it back in the
Okay.
bottle.
Yes.
But it's
you.
little.
Yes,
and you
very.
put that, and kids love it. You can give it to babies, actually, because they don't have to swallow anything. They won't choke on it, just dissolves. You can give it to dogs. Used it for my dogs.
Oh, wow.
And this is a plant called Arnica-Montana. It's 30C. It's a plant that's diluted 1/100 to the 30th power. And then you just watch the bruise go away. So within 20 minutes, it was not painful. I gave another dose because it came back at 30 minutes. At 45 minutes, there was no pain. You could just see a little scrape on her knuckle, and she could use her hand. She actually helped me at that time carry heavy things.
Oh.
Now, I've slammed my fingers in car doors, and it takes a week.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I've seen that happen a number of times. In fact, the kids come get me, Mom, I need arnica.
Oh.
You know, or so-and-so, she slammed her finger in the car door. Can you give her some arnica?
Uh-huh.
You know, and it works.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool.
So what is actually in
that? Arnica-Montana is a plant that grows actually on the mountainside. And they grind up the plant. And it has to be at certain times. I don't know all that. If you're an herbalist, you might know that piece. And then they take a gram of the plant and add 9 grams of usually milk sugar if it's a solid, because plants are solids. If it was liquid, it'd be a milliliter and 9 milliliters. And then they dilute it and energize it by, they take it on a heavy book.
Okay.
So you're in a glass flask of 1 to 9. You would be in a pestle then, and then they make it to liquid after. But they do it 30 times.
Okay.
And then they add liquid to that, so they make it a 1 to 100 dilution, and then they pound it like that, and they have to pound it 20 to 30 times. It's called energizing, or
Okay.
succussion.
So the
And
pounding
then you
actually
dilute it again. Now this is 30C, so that's 30
times.
30, the superscript of 100 to the 30th power, so it's got 30 times 2 zeros, 60 zeros.
Wow.
So it's very dilute, and there's nothing in it after 12C. So there's no plant in there, so you can't be allergic to it.
Right.
And because it's energy, then you can't put it in your hand because you touch something. And you don't usually eat or drink 15 minutes around it. In emergencies, we don't pay attention to that, but in taking a remedy constitutionally, you would. So when I give a remedy to you, if you came in, like stomach stuff, you would get a 200C.
Oh, okay.
Because your vital force appears strong enough, you could take that.
Okay.
If you're very weak or it's a acute thing, we'd give 30C.
Okay.
You can get these in the store. This is a hypericum. This is kind of a cool invention, but these 30C is the usual, so these are all acute or first aid remedies. But they're like chapstick, but to get these out, because it took me an hour to figure out and there's no instructions, you can see them in there, but that doesn't come off. But if you turn it upside down and twist it, they fall into the cap.
Oh,
so
okay.
pretty clever.
Yes, very.
Yeah. So this would cost probably about $8. When I, for remedies for a patient, a little thing like this would be 12. And that would take them, well, usually if you're on it, it would be a 200, but 200C. Usually this would last, you'd take 2 doses 12 hours apart.
Oh, okay.
And then wait. And you might not repeat it for a long time. So this might last you a year. It might last you 6 months. It also depends on your response.
Sure. Yeah, and these
Because I might need to change it, but pretty cheap. It's a copay.
Yeah. Wow. So that has to be prescription by?
Well, you could order it, I suppose, online, but you got to know what to order.
Right.
You can't buy the 200s over the counter, usually.
So there are a few that are available over the counter?
The 30s are all available over the counter.
Sure.
Yeah.
And what a great invention, though, because then you won't waste it when you turn it around.
And you can also take that whole bottle. You could take this whole bottle as the same dose as one.
Really?
So you can't overdose on it, yeah. It's energy.
Yes.
And you can actually take 2 of these, put it in, this cup would work, anything glass or ceramic. You can put it in filtered water and probably about a 1/4 cup, put a 3 in there, stir it 10 times and do a spoonful.
Okay.
And you could take that repeatedly over 24 hours, it's good.
Okay.
So you can make 3 of them last for a day if you're in bad pain. So say you had a tooth extraction, it works for pain.
Now that a lot of people have been introduced to this,
Mm-hmm.
they also probably want to know a little bit about their health insurance. And would this be covered then by their health insurance?
It has been covered for a few of my patients. It
Okay.
has been covered under the health savings accounts. But they changed some law that we have to file electronically, I think, in December. So I think that's changing something.
Okay, yeah.
That we aren't, so I don't know. Because I am out of network, but I can code so that you can submit it. And it's been kind of hit and miss lately. So, but I do fee for service at this point, mostly because I'm tired of insurance company. I've worked with them for over a quarter of a century, and you know, there's enough already.
Yeah, exactly.
It takes more paperwork for insurance than it does for not.
Yeah. So I just want to ask you, is there maybe something else that you want to put out to the viewers? Any last minute?
Well, definitely. I think if you have a healthcare provider who says theirs is the only way, that would give me pause to go to that person. And it should give you pause, because I think there's lots of ways to health. And knowledge is important. Your Knowledge for Wellness program is a great thing, because I think you then, as a person who, we all have health and health issues, that we can learn ways. And what we really need to find is the person that's appropriate for whatever's going on then. I mean, it might be an allopathic doctor, it might be a chiropractor.
Sure.
It might be an acupuncturist, it might be a healing touch person. It might be a masseuse, or getting the massage and taking a nap. I mean, there's lots of ways.
Yes.
So the other thing is to be open to what comes your way. Ask for it. Ask your friends. Listen. You know, learn, and take care of your health in the best way you can, I think.
Yeah. That's great, because now we have choices.
We have choices. Not always covered by insurance, but then not all of us have insurance.
Exactly.
So there we go.
And how do you put a price on your health?
Right.
You know,
Right.
that's for sure. So thank you so much. You know, I guess we've run out of time, so I want to thank you,
Well, thank
Dr.
you
Lane.
for having me,
Yeah,
Tina.
it's been great.
good.
And we have so much more to cover. I'd really like to invite you back.
Be my pleasure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Please be sure to tune in again for other shows of Knowledge for Wellness to enhance your overall understanding. And visit my website at www.knowledgeforwellness.com and let us know where you saw the show. And again, I hope we have provided you with more knowledge to benefit you and your loved ones. And what a great day for knowledge on bringing good health to life. So until next time, be well and goodbye. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Over time you've healed so much in me, and I am living proof that although my darkest hour had come, your light could still shine through. And at times it's just enough to cast the shadow on the wall. Though I am grateful that you shine your light on me at all. Who am I that you would love me so gently? Who am I that you would recognize my name? Lord, who am I that you would speak to me so softly? Conversation with a love most high. Who am I? Well, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like